everyone, and welcome back to our take on cruise with Shannon and Roger, or Roger and Shannon. My name is Shannon McKee with Access Cruise, and as you can see today, Roger is not here. Instead, it is my very good friend Denise Clark. Roger is somewhere else in the world right now, and we are doing a split edition, and I am here in Hawaii.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you.
Lovely
Now,
to have
Denise,
you
you've worked in Hawaii for 20 plus years. We've known each other.
Yeah.
And tell us, how fabulous is Hawaii?
Absolutely amazing. Best place in the world.
Well, I have spent about a week here. I've been doing work with the Hawaii Tourism Authority for the last 7 years. And so we've come out for the Hawaii Tourism Conference this week. But leading up to the conference, they brought us in a few days early for a FAM of Oahu. You know, when you think of Oahu or you think of Hawaii, you think of mountains, you think of so many things, lush and diverse. And this last weekend, we got to do some really interesting things. We got to see some of the cultural pieces of Hawaii that not many people have a chance or have done when they come in. The Iolani Palace, which is the palace of the Ali'i, which is royalty here in Hawaii. We also did the mission houses, so a lot of history and culture. It was wonderful, wonderful.
Did you know that Iolani Palace was the first place to get electricity ahead of the White House?
I did not know that.
Yeah, amazing. Our little place in the middle of the Pacific, and they got electricity before the White House.
So there are some super fantastic things to do when you come to Hawaii. But you know, the other piece that happened this week, and you and I have been here at the conference now for 2 days, is there was also something fairly serious that happened here in Hawaii. Just about 2 months ago, we had the Hawaii wildfires that happened in Lahaina, and we lost the town of Lahaina, which is, you know, for the cruise industry was a really large loss. Obviously for the community, it was completely devastating. And you know, as we're here, we're talking about Maui and Maui Strong and their return to tourism, because they had a brief stop of, please wait, we can't host you right now. But they're ready to have visitors return, and I think that was one of the topics that we really talked about this week.
Yeah, it's been a really big part of the Hawaii conference this week, and I think it's been really heartwarming to hear how strong the community is and how everybody feels about our Lahaina community and our neighbors, and just how we can help and support. And I think a big part of that is give everybody time to grieve and to navigate their way forward. But now we're sort of inviting visitors back, because our visitors are the big part of our infrastructure and also our income, and obviously we want to keep tour guides and people employed, so
I think
been a big part of it.
I think that was the message, is that, you know, there was this brief point where we asked visitors not to come to Maui. Maui is reopening. Maui is open, I should say. Maui is open. West Maui in Lahaina, they are doing a phased approach of reopening, with the first phase launching here on October 8th. But Maui is open, and they are inviting people to come back. So please come back to Maui. We want you to come back. The only thing that they ask when you come back is reminder to be kind, to be respectful, to be generous. Many of these people, and you don't know who they are. They may be standing next to you. They may have gone through a lot. They may be struggling now as tourism. We've seen a severe drop in tourism there. So be generous when you're there too, as I say. You know, everybody needs that love. They need that support. So that is the message of Maui. That has really been the message of the Hawaii Tourism Conference in Maui Strong. But I think what really Hawaii also is all about is there is so much of Hawaii, and they're givers, but there's also something called malama, and malama means give back. And the way you can give back right now is come and experience Hawaii, because Hawaii is fantastic. And Roger, I know you're out there on the West Coast somewhere, or excuse me, out on the East Coast somewhere, doing something wonderful and fabulous. And I was so blessed and grateful to be here in Hawaii doing wonderful and fabulous activities. Again, thank you everybody. Denise, thank you for today.
Thank you for having me.
So we'll say goodbye, or mahalo and aloha.
Aloha.
And Roger, I'm turning it over to you.
Shannon, thank you very much. Hawaii seems fantastic, and there's no doubt Hawaii is a year-round destination. But while you're enjoying the tropical beauty of the Hawaiian Islands, I have come to see a very seasonal cruise destination. I am in Canada, New England right now for fall foliage. Now, you probably don't realize it's fall foliage looking behind me. Well, maybe you do realize it. The colors are just spectacular. You get the reds, the oranges, the golden color. The place is alive, and that's why cruising in the Canada New England region during the September-October period has never been better. People love these type of cruises. I'm from Miami, so obviously this isn't something I see every day. Now, of course, for many of you, you do see the changing of the colors and the changing of the seasons, but until you experience it here, it's really a different world. Now, as far as shore excursions, people say, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to come on the cruise and I'm going to look at the leaves and cool, that's beautiful. Well, yeah, it is beautiful. My colleagues, Tom and Shannon, have been talking about the new Conway Railroad Tour. There are so many different types of excursions going on. As a matter of fact, in the background, you may even hear some people biking because we're on a biking trail. Maria and myself, Maria's my wife, she's actually filming. And sorry, I'm a little tired. We are in the middle of a 30-mile bike ride. So it's not all work. You know, we're stopping. We actually just stopped at a vineyard for a while. So there's a lot to do. These type of cruises are no longer really just for an elderly clientele. Shannon, I don't want to hear you say ancient, but it's no longer for that type of clientele. Those people, all people can enjoy it, but if you want an active trip, there's a lot of active things to do. There's kayaking, there's zip lines, there's a lot of breweries for those of you who might find a lot of activity in raising a glass. There is a lot to do. So this type of cruise has really picked up in popularity, and you can see why. So many ships coming back from Europe now are coming up into the Canada, New England area on their way back to the Caribbean as opposed to coming straight back. So Shannon, enjoy Hawaii, but I've got a lot more leaves to fall into. So see you soon. Bye.